radio banned this workout anthem for being too sexual, making it the longest #1 of 1982. Hall & Oates dominated with 2 #1s, and 13 more hits that defined 1982. Starting at 15. Number 15, Eye of the Tiger, Survivor. Written for Rocky III at Sylvester Stallone's request, this fist-pumping anthem had one job: make you feel invincible. And it worked! Rising up, back on the street, did my time. Released in May 1982, the song captured that moment when you decide nothing can stop you. Listeners felt that fierce rhythm in their bones. The track stormed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 6 weeks, becoming the second biggest hit of 1982. Here's something wild. Stallone initially rejected the demo, saying it lacked intensity. The band raised the volume by just 1 decibel, and suddenly, he loved it. Number 14, I Love Rock and Roll, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. This became the rallying cry for a generation when it shot straight to #1 in March 1982, holding the top spot for 7 weeks. Joan Jett's gritty cover turned this track into a rock legend. Its raw guitar riffs and rebellious spirit had jukeboxes buzzing from coast to coast. As the #3 song of 1982, it marked a breakthrough moment for female-led rock bands at the top of the charts. And get this, the music video was changed to black and white because Joan disliked her outfit. That quick fix became iconic. Number 13, Physical, Olivia Newton-John. Released in late 1981 but dominating 1982, this upbeat anthem had everyone singing along. Its infectious energy made it a radio and workout playlist staple. The song climbed to #1 and stayed there for 10 weeks, becoming the biggest single of 1982 and the entire 1980s. Some radio stations actually banned it for suggestive lyrics, but that only made people want to hear it more. Olivia had asked to pull the song, but it was already climbing the charts. Let's get physical, physical. Behind the scenes, she nearly backed out of the whole project, doubting whether she could pull off the new, bold image. Number 12, Ebony and Ivory, Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. Released in March 1982, this soulful duet celebrated unity, blending McCartney's pop finesse with Wonder's warmth. The message of racial harmony resonated with listeners seeking connection. The song topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 weeks, finishing as the 8th biggest hit of the year. It held #1 simultaneously in the US and UK, a rare achievement. The piano key metaphor was simple but powerful. Black and white keys playing together create something beautiful. Piano, keyboard, what many don't know, McCartney almost didn't release it, fearing the message about racial unity seemed outdated by 1982. Wonder's enthusiasm convinced him the world still needed to hear it. Number 11, Don't You Want Me, The Human League. Released in late 1981 but peaking in early 1982, this synth-pop gem defined the 80s with its catchy beat and dramatic tale of love and ambition. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't. The track soared to #1 for 3 weeks, landing at #9 on the 1982 year-end chart. It brought British new wave to American radios in a big way. The video's narrative style pioneered what MTV would become famous for, telling a complete story in under 4 minutes. Was Here's the irony. Lead singer Philip Oakey hated the song at first, thinking it was too pop and would hurt their credibility. The producer insisted, and it became their signature hit. Number 10. Hard to Say I'm Sorry, Chicago. Released in June 1982, this power ballad marks Chicago's return to the top after years away. Its tender melody and lush orchestration tugged at heartstrings across America.
Everybody needs a little time away.
The song reached number 1 for 2 weeks, finishing as the 10th biggest hit of 1982. It revived the band's career and proved ballads still ruled radio. Producer David Foster pushed for a poppier sound, creating some friction with band members who wanted to stick with their jazz rock roots. The gamble paid off big time. If Joan Jett and Survivor had held a concert together in 1982, which ticket would you have bought? A front row seat for Joan's rebellious rock and roll, or a spot in the crowd for Survivor's fist-pumping anthems that made you feel like a champion? Drop your answer in the comments. Up next, let's move on to song number 9, Abracadabra, Steve Miller Band. Number 9. Abracadabra, Steve Miller Band. Released in May 1982, this track brought magical, slinky grooves that enchanted listeners. Steve Miller blended his classic rock sound with playful, mysterious charm.
I heat up, can't cool down, the situation goes
The song hit number 1 for 2 non-consecutive weeks, landing as the 17th biggest hit of the year. Its hypnotic rhythm kept people coming back. The inspiration came from an unexpected place. Miller conceived the song after a chance ski encounter with Diana Ross in Sun Valley, Idaho, drawing from memories of watching the Supremes perform. Number 8. Jack and Diane, John Cougar. Released in June 1982, this heartfelt ode to small-town dreams captured youth's bittersweet essence. The little ditty about Jack and Diane became America's story.
Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill.
The track stormed to number 1 for 4 weeks, finishing as the 3rd biggest song of 1982. Its acoustic guitar and hand claps created a raw, authentic feel that resonated everywhere.
Sucking on chili dog, outside taste freeze.
Mellencamp originally envisioned Jack and Diane as an interracial couple, but his label rejected the idea, fearing commercial backlash. He later regretted not fighting harder for that vision. Number 7. Who Can It Be Now? Men at Work. Released in late 1981 but climbing in 1982, this quirky new wave hit brought Australian rock to the world. That distinctive saxophone riff became instantly recognizable. The song reached the top spot for 1 week. Colin Hay wrote it about feeling paranoid from media intrusion as the band's fame grew. Here's a production secret. The producer moved that famous saxophone riff to the very beginning of the song during recording sessions. The band initially resisted the change, but it made the track unforgettable. Number 6. Up Where We Belong, Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes. Written for the 1982 film An Officer and a Gentleman, this soaring duet lifted hearts with powerful vocals. The emotional resonance made it perfect for radio during the peak of soundtrack-driven hits. The song climbed to number 1 for 3 weeks, finishing as the 7th biggest hit of 1982. It won the Oscar for Best Original Song and a Grammy for Best Pop Performance by a Duo. Jennifer Warnes heard the demo and insisted on duetting with Cocker, completely overriding the producer's original plan for a solo track.
Tell me only this, that I have
Number 5. Truly Lionel Richie. Released in October 1982, this soulful ballad emerged during Lionel Richie's transition from Commodore's frontman to solo superstar. Its intimate style perfectly fit the era's love for heartfelt ballads.
And forever.
The song held number 1 for 2 weeks, establishing Richie as a ballad master. It won the Grammy for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance in 1983.
I'll give you all the joy, my heart and soul.
In his 2025 memoir, Richie revealed something personal. He wrote this ballad while struggling with undiagnosed ADHD, using songwriting as a way to focus and cope with his racing thoughts. Number 4. Mickey, Toni Basil. First released in 1981, but exploding in early 1982, this cheerleader-inspired pop hit brought pure fun to dance floors everywhere. Oh Mickey, You're So Fine became impossible not to sing. The track topped the charts for 1 week, landing at number 20 on the 1982 year-end chart. The marching band visuals in the video influenced MTV's entire aesthetic. Toni Basil adapted it from a song called Kitty, changing the gender and adding her choreographer's energy. After 40 years of legal battles, she finally regained sole copyright in a 2022 appeals court ruling. Number 3. Maneater, Daryl Hall and John Oates. Released in October 1982, this sleek track closed out the year with style. Its funky pop sound kept Hall & Oates at the top of the charts, proving their blue-eyed soul formula worked perfectly.
You get it for free. The woman is wild, but she can't tame by the perfect jack you want.
The song hit number 1 for 4 weeks, becoming the 4th biggest hit of 1982. The polished video became an MTV favorite with its stylish urban nightlife visuals.
Wouldn't marry you. I know what she can do. She's dead.
John Oates originally wrote it as a reggae track, but during recording sessions, they shifted to the funk rock style that made it a classic. That creative pivot defined the song's identity. Number 2. Chariots of Fire, Vangelis. This soaring instrumental brought cinematic magic to radio in May 1982. Tied to the inspiring film, its triumphant melody lifted spirits across America. The track claimed the number 1 position for 1 week, making Vangelis the only Greek artist to achieve this feat. It became the 12th biggest hit of 1982. When accused of plagiarism in a 1987 court case, Vangelis demonstrated his genius by composing live variations of the theme on a synthesizer right there in the courtroom, proving beyond doubt that the melody was entirely original. Number 1. I Can't Go For That, No Can Do, Daryl Hall and John Oates. Released in November 1981, this smooth, soulful hit with funky grooves captured listeners with its timeless rhythm. Hall & Oates delivered a track about resisting music business pressures that everyone could relate to.
I can't go for that. All right, but no can do. I can't go for that.
The song shot up the charts to number 1 for 1 week. It made history as a rare white act, topping both the Hot 100 and Soul charts simultaneously in 1982. The famous bass line was actually improvised during a late-night jam session at Electric Lady Studios. John Oates experimented with a muting technique on the spot, and that spontaneous moment became the song's signature sound. So there you have it, 15 hits that not only dominated the airwaves of 1982, but also proved that rock could rebel, pop could empower, and soul could unite an entire generation. From Survivor's fighting spirit to Joan Jett's rock revolution. From Olivia's workout anthem to Paul and Stevie's message of harmony, these songs shaped a year that changed music forever. Now it's your turn. Out of these 15 songs, which one do you find yourself wanting to play over and over again? Drop a comment below so we can laugh, reminisce together, and don't forget to hit subscribe to Journey Greatest Hits to catch more unforgettable songs from those golden years.